channel.
The No Pressure channel presents the May event. The May event's where we have you guys for the past couple months in TikTok vote which category, which genre, which characters are going to face off and what. And we've gathered all the votes and we've narrowed down which characters are going to be facing in which type of categories and which type of matches. And here are just the basic rules of this event. 1, have fun. Obviously my argument is not God, it's not guaranteed, it's not 100% bulletproof. You know how it is. Number 2, it's got to be you guys who decided who got into the category. So from TikTok, you guys voted into the polls which ones we're going to face off in this matchup. And the third thing, we do not have a tie in this one. This one usually we have leave you guys to leave it down in the comment section below with the beatdown episodes, but with this one it's different. We're going to determine one winner, and if you guys didn't like it, you guys can always vote on TikTok to say you disagreed with it, and if you did like it, you guys can just like it. Anyways, let's move forward. Today's episode, we are going to have the very first ever May events tag team match. I'm sure we've had tag team matches before in our No Pressure channel. You guys have seen before. If not, look at our playlist. There's team ups, really good ones. So in this one, we're going to have just a 2-on-2 tag team match. And if you haven't read already, down in the description below or in the captions, we have the tag team match going against Thor and Hulk versus Green Lantern and the Flash. So see who's going to win this one. All right, and here are the feats these characters, or the powers these characters do obtain. In one corner, representing the dynamic tag team duo of the mighty Thor and the incredible Hulk themselves. Now let's talk about the Hulk. Hulk possesses the power of incredible superhuman strength and a dense body to avoid being taken out easily. Even without the thick skin, the big green monster has a healing factor as well. Now he might not be the smartest one in the group, but he definitely might be the strongest one. Now let's talk about a few of his feats. He jumped into lava so that he can grab the tectonic plates and put them back together. He fought Onslaught, who fought off the Fantastic Four, Avengers, and the X-Men before he went toe-to-toe with the Hulk. Let's keep that in mind. A mountain range was dropped on him and the Avengers, and he managed to hold the entire thing up until they found a way out safely. Took a full blast from Vector, who ripped his entire body off his skin off his flesh until he was bones walking towards him, and still, Hulk knocked him out with one punch. He broke the world with a single step, and his teammate, the God of Thunder himself, Thor, is 1,000 of years old, and has fought in numerous battles from all across the galaxy. He is a god, and when he wields the hammer, there is no stopping him. He has the power to summon lightning at any time and can also fly. Some of the impressive feats he included are when he lifted the Midgard serpent, sorry I said that wrong, manages to reverse the world engine with his bare hands, damaged Galactus, diverted the Phoenix Force, cracked the skull of a Celestial with his hammer. And in the other corner, representing the realm of DC, the team of the Galaxy's Defender, Green Lantern, and the fastest man alive himself, the Flash. Hal possesses the strongest will of all the lanterns in the Lantern Corps, and with that ability he's able to construct anything he can think of, one time proving that he can do that by grabbing the hold of the Earth itself. Yeah, planet Earth. He grabbed a hold of it with some kind of grappling hooks or something. His time in the galaxy has taught him how to face threats from all walks of life, and his teammate Flash can think and move ridiculous speeds, and with enough mass can hit you with a white dwarf star. He too has his own healing factor, so a few scratches aren't going to be enough to put him down. So let's talk about some of these two's feet. Lantern's feet. Let's start off with that. Pierced Mongol skin with his arrow construct. He accidentally destroyed a planet while attempting to destroy a thread, and the thread had the energy directed elsewhere, hence the planet being blown by Hal Jordan's ring. Sorry about that. Blasted Cyborg Superman with the force he had as hot as the sun. Jaw punched a giant Black Lantern Spectre. He caught Reverse Flash. That's not easy to do. He shot a Mazo with one shot while Mazo had all the powers of the League. Now let's talk about Flash's feats. Think as fast as the speed of light. Can produce a mass enough to make a white dwarf star punch. Can punch an opponent in nanoseconds. He phased not only himself but an entire plane right through a bridge so he could land it in the water safely. He vibrates himself so fast he traveled to another multiverse. He ran so fast he absorbed the Anti-Monitor's anti-weight while he was using it to wipe out the multiverse itself. So let's talk about the end game pretty much on both ends. With Thor and Hulk, sadly, just because you're on the same team doesn't mean you guys always work together. Just because you're an Avenger member doesn't mean you're going to work. You guys are the same. You guys coexist, or you guys work together very well when it comes to teammates. Luke Cage is not working with Thor all the time, or Iron Fist isn't working with Green Lantern. With the Hulk. So there is like the argument to be said that just because you're on a team doesn't mean you guys work well in a team. Thor and Hulk are pretty strong characters. They think both of themselves as stronger than the other one. So most of the time they're kind of bickering when it comes to the whole team up thing. They think they're too tough, that they don't need each other when it comes to during a fight. But if you look into Green Lantern and Flash, they're kind of work well together when it comes to team ups, because clearly, even though they're both a little cocky, they also both are extremely well when it comes to working with teams. Green Lantern works with the entire Green Lantern Corps. The Flash every now and then gets assistance from his friends. So I do think that Green Lantern and the Flash are going to work together better than Thor and the Hulk in these type of circumstances. Now, another thing is that if the Flash wanted to, during a fight against the Hulk, I think clearly the Hulk is not smart when he's the Hulk, unless we're going for Maestro, or the Hulk when he's formed his body and his human form together or something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, besides the point. Since he's not like that and he's just mindless Hulk, there is a chance for, or somewhat dead-brained Hulk, for Flash to kind of take advantage of that. Might be able to run him out of town, or maybe chase him out of like the whole battlefield. And think about it. Now you might think, oh, you're leaving Green Lantern exposed with Thor. Well, Green Lantern's capable of fighting himself when it fought to fight against cosmic level characters. So I do think he will be able to hold his own against Thor for a time being. Now, if the Flash decides to just chase Hulk out of the area, and he decides to take him somewhere far, keep to mind, yes, maybe Hulk gets mad and maybe Barry taunts him, and then he keeps chasing him. Hulk will just get madder, but Barry's always going to be faster. At the end of it all, when the moment comes, there is this possibility. Flash, when Hulk gets far enough from the battlefield, Flash can immediately just run back to the fight with Thor. With Thor and Green Lantern, and leave Hulk kind of having to come back. Now that's going to take time for Hulk to get back, especially if Barry chases him far enough for Flash to go super fast and then have to go chase, and then have to run back. That's going to take some time. So now Flash and Green Lantern have a 2-on-1 situation when it comes to facing Thor, and then if they finish off Thor quick enough, they might be able to take on the Hulk himself. Another thing to consider is that Green Lantern's offense and defense is impressive. He'll be able to keep the both of them intact during a pressured situation against the Hulk and Thor, since as long as Hal Jordan is considered one of the strong-willed characters with the Green Lantern ring. So his will is capable pretty much. An example of that was obviously that he grabbed the planet Earth itself with his will, so with the Lantern ring. So I do believe that he could do some real damage or hold his own against these type of characters. At least create diversions against characters in case Barry Allen feels pressured and he doesn't feel like he can handle it. Hal Jordan could create some kind of construct to keep that occupied, or use a defensive shield in order to protect him. Either way, it works out to his favor. And now another thing to consider is the Flash is capable of hitting a white dwarf star. So I do believe with the white dwarf star, he could actually probably at least knock out the Hulk. Maybe there is that strong possibility, considering the white dwarf star is a pretty impressive punch. Or he might be able to knock out Thor. Hulk or Thor, either way. Maybe he gets one good swing and might be able to do that. Or not, he might need 2 or 3 good swings. Might take a little bit out of Barry, but if he wants to get the job done, Barry usually takes it to the ultimate level when it comes to getting the job done. On the other side, of course, you got Hulk, who could just smash the ground and probably make Flash miss a step. He could use his I think it's called Sonic Clap or something like that, where he just kind of claps the wind right at him with like a lot of wave, and maybe kind of put Barry off his game. And I would think Thor would keep an eye on Lantern, considering both can fly and both can go to space if they need to during a moment's notice. Now, another thing to consider is that Thor's hammer is a third weapon in this fight. It could be played as a third person because it's pretty strong enough to throw its own might at Green Lantern and probably break through the construct. It's faster than the Big Bang. I think it's going to be might be the same speed as Barry himself. Maybe not completely, but still, the fact that it can almost outrun Barry or chase Barry, that's another thing to worry about. Because if Barry's getting chased by the hammer, that means now it's Thor and Hulk going against Lantern. That's not going to play good or in favor of Green Lantern. But now the ultimate thing is, what's it going to come down to? It's going to come down to strength and vulnerability. Let's be real. Okay. So let's talk about strength-wise. Green Lantern is pretty damn strong with his will of construct. The Flash is pretty damn impressive with the speed along with his abilities to do a lot of incredible things. There's no mistake about it. Throughout the comics, they are incredible. And they've done some incredible feats, but sometimes Green Lantern needed assistance in certain situations. When it comes to Hulk and Thor, that's not usually the case. These guys, sometimes they do things on their own, like just solo. They managed to take, like, remember Hulk took down Onslaught by himself, even though there was like a whole bunch of the other characters in them. You had Avengers, you had X-Men, and all of them other in the Fantastic Four, and still none of them took him down except Hulk. So they've done solo abilities when it comes to fighting. So putting their strength together is impossible. If maybe one of them was strong, maybe they had a fighting chance. But when both of them are incredibly strong, it's hard to argue that Green Lantern and Flash will be able to overcome both of them. It's just kind of hard to say. Now here's where the second thing comes in, which is vulnerability. Now, with Barry Allen, you break his legs, or you snap him, or you stab into him, or anything like that, it's over. Like, he needs time to recover, compared to the Hulk, who recovers kind of slightly more faster. But Barry Allen, he needs time to recover his legs and stuff. It's not just super incredible speed. So, yeah, that's gonna cause a problem during a fight against two strong Avengers. Another thing to consider is Green Lantern's will. Yeah, it's pretty damn strong. There's no mistake about it. But against Thor's Mjolnir's hammer throwing it at you, I don't know how long you're going to last on that. How many times are you going to be able to hold your own against the hammer as it's thrown back and forth at you? Like, it's just kind of tricky to say. So ultimately, the winner of this year's May event 2023 tag team match is none other than the Incredible Hulk and the Mighty Thor. And as always, No Press fam, much love. We really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.